According to a bombshell new timeline of the legal and social feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, this isn't fiction. It's the reality of what went down behind the scenes of the blockbuster It Ends With Us. If you thought the press tour drama was just a bit of awkward body language, think again. We are diving deep into the leaked text messages that change everything we thought we knew about Hollywood's golden girl and the villain she tried to create. Before we get to the part where Taylor Swift gets dragged into the middle of this mess, we have to look at how this war actually started. Was it really a power struggle? Or was it something much more personal? Before the cold shoulders on the red carpet, there was a time, specifically January 2023, when Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively seemed like the ultimate creative dream team. In a series of leaked texts, the vibe is practically full kibbutz, Blake's own words. They weren't just talking about scripts, they were talking about their kids becoming best friends in New York. Justin was running every single hiring decision by her, from the production designer to the tiniest script notes. Long before the rumors of Blake stealing the movie in the editing room, Justin actually offered her the director's chair. On January 26, 2023, Justin texted her, "If we ever end up doing a sequel together, you should direct it." Blake's response? "Stop, you're the best. Beyond appreciate your partnership so much." It begs the question, if the director was literally handing her the reins and inviting her to lead the future of the franchise, why did the relationship turn so toxic so fast? The answer might lie in a hurricane of a meeting that happened just months later, a meeting that involved a baby, a camera, and a complete 180-degree turn in loyalty. Fast forward to April 2023. This is where the story gets disturbing, as host Kirsty Flaw puts it. According to the legal timeline, Blake Lively had already begun telling people she found Justin creepy. She allegedly cited a comment he made about circumcision and expressed that she didn't trust him. Despite claiming she felt unsafe or uncomfortable around him, Blake invited Justin into her home on April 11th. They had a meeting that turned into a social hang. Justin even held her newborn baby. After the meeting, Justin texted her, thanking her for letting him hold the baby, saying it made his day. Blake's reply wasn't cold. It wasn't professional. It was glowing. She told him they had so much fun and asked him to send the photos he took of him and the baby. Just 24 hours after the baby bonding session, the mask slipped. On April 12th, Blake Lively reached out to her best friend, Taylor Swift, with a very specific request. She told Taylor that the doofus director, Justin, was still at her place and asked Taylor for a huge favor. The mission? For Taylor to walk in and tell Justin how much she loved a specific rooftop scene, a scene Blake had been fighting to control. Blake allegedly wanted to use Taylor's massive star power to manipulate Justin into thinking his creative choices were validated by pop culture royalty, while simultaneously mocking him behind his back. She told Taylor, "He's a clown and thinks he's a writer now. This clown is falling for all of it." She even sent Taylor a photo of Aladdin to mock him further. The level of Mean Girls energy here is off the charts, but it serves a strategic purpose, turning the industry's biggest power players against a man who thought he was among friends. But Justin wasn't the only one being managed. The host of the video takes a hard pivot here to look at another villain currently being roasted by the internet. Does the pattern look familiar? While we're talking about villain edits and power dynamics, we have to talk about the one show on Netflix right now, the documentary on America's Next Top Model. Just like the Blake and Justin drama, this is a story about what happens when the cameras are off. The documentary paints Tyra Banks as the ultimate puppet master. From making girls pull out their teeth for beauty, to filming a contestant in her most traumatizing, vulnerable moments after being taken advantage of in Italy, the show was a masterclass in exploitation. If you want to understand how Blake Lively can text "I love you" to someone's face while plotting their downfall with Taylor Swift, or how Tyra Banks can watch a girl break down and think this is great TV, you need to watch a show called Unreal. We've traveled from the nursery in Blake Lively's home to the runway of America's Next Top Model, and the theme is clear. In a town built on delusion, authenticity is the rarest currency. Justin Baldoni was allegedly being mocked for not knowing pop culture, while Blake was using pop culture, in the form of Taylor Swift as a weapon. Meanwhile, Tyra Banks is being cancelled decades later for things that were standard in an industry that prizes ratings over people. Does the new evidence of these text messages change your opinion of the It Ends With Us drama? Do you think Blake was just protecting her vision, or was this a classic case of Hollywood bullying? Share this article with someone who loves a good behind-the-scenes deep dive and drop a comment below. Have you ever dealt with a Blake in your professional life? Someone who is your best friend to your face and your biggest critic behind your back? Let's talk about it.